Hey everybody. Okay, here is the cafe gluten-free stuff. Hard as a rock on the top, kind of spongy on the bottom. It did leave the uncooked dough overnight and all the next day without being refrigerated. It was covered. I don't know if that had any effect. You can see it's a little spongier, so it's got a little bit of texture. It has an okay smell, but I tasted it and it's just awful. The texture is meh, and the flavor isn't very good. So this is another big fat fail. This is going in the trash. Sadly, that's a lot of flour, especially for gluten-free. So now we've done the einkorn. That's how much of that bag I used. I did change up the recipe. Instead of doing Brad's French bread recipe, I'm going to use his artisan no sugar bread. And again, I've cut the recipe in half. This is what it looks like in the bowl. I think I'm going to go ahead and transfer that into a different container though, because if it rises properly, it's going to probably burble out of that bowl, and then I'll have a big fat mess. But it feels like real, like normal gluten containing wheat flour. My theory is that because its genetic structure is different from modern wheat, and it's not been hybridized and there's no junk in it, that as a gluten sensitive person I shouldn't have any problems with it. I did try a non-GMO organic based sourdough bread during one of my last flares, and it gave me a little bit of GI discomfort, but it actually wasn't too bad. It didn't re-induce that flare, make the flare any worse. I was just uncomfortable for a day and a half or so. So based on that evidence, this, please God, won't bother me. I should be able to eat this. So I'm kind of excited to try that. Hopefully this will work. This will work out properly. So that has to rise for a couple of hours, and I will probably come back either after it's risen, or I'll just come back after it's baked, because we all kind of know the process of baking, and we don't need to see it every single time. Yeah, so I'll bring you back when it's done.